I've missed you guys. I'm happy to be back. I think it's only been like a week-ish since I posted. It's been less than a week since I posted, but you guys are my friends. I say this in every video, so it feels weird to not be posting. But that's kind of what this video is about. And I'm just gonna be telling you what's been going on in my little noggin. I am feeling kind of low energy today, so if you feel that vibe, I'm sorry. That's what's going on. I just feel super tired. But I'm just here to vent. You guys know the drill. Welcome back to Car Therapy with Michaela. Before we get into it, subscribe if you haven't already. I gotta start saying that. I feel like, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up before we get into it. It helps me. So I have been dealing with a bunch of like perfectionism lately, and I'm gonna tell you like what's up with that. And that's kind of been the reason I haven't posted. But I just want to be upfront with you guys and tell you what's going on in my brain, because I know that's what you guys like, and what you relate to. If I'm a robot, like I have been in my last 2 videos, and I noticed that you guys don't like me to like give advice necessarily. I notice that you guys want me to just be real with you and tell you my experience, and in turn you can learn from that. So I see you, I hear you, thank you for letting me know. I notice when I do like advice videos or how I blank videos, they don't do very well. So it feels really good that you guys like me for me. That feels very like validating and awesome. And I get messages saying that me being myself and talking about my feelings makes you feel better, because it shows that like someone else is having the same feelings. So that's the route I'm sticking. Your girl's back. Sorry, the last couple videos have been kind of like weird and kind of like distant, but I'm here. Okay, let's just be upfront, let's just be honest. I talked to my ex again. I know, that's why I haven't wanted to come on here. Perfectionism, I know. But we're learning the lesson, and honestly, that's all I can say about it. Sorry, I'm worried about my phone getting overheated, but we'll see. I don't know. So yeah, talked to my ex again for a pretty long time, probably like 5 days straight, and I'm just gonna tell you everything. So he ended up messaging me this long forgiveness paragraph, and I don't know if I told you guys about that yet, but maybe I did. And I decided not to respond for the first couple days, and then I just let the message sit there, and I decided to respond for some reason. And he's really good at guilt tripping, or I'm just very can't put my foot down, I guess. And low-key I've been wanting to talk to him. So I mean, all good things now, but I'm just gonna tell you the story, and then I'll tell you how I've been feeling like after the fact, because we're not talking anymore, okay? Just want to get that out there. Stop judging. I know you guys don't judge, but I judge myself. So he sent me this long paragraph of basically an apology, but like a thank you. He's like, thank you for everything you've taught me. Thank you for bringing me closer to God. Thank you for, you know, and I'm empathetic, and I feel a lot. So I thought about it for a couple days, And I was like, fuck you, I'm not gonna respond to you. Then I thought about it for a couple days and I responded. I deleted all the messages, so I don't remember like verbatim, but I blocked him again and deleted all the messages. How he did get a message through to me, because I do have him blocked, he made a text now number and texted me. So yeah, so I responded saying something like, please stop messaging me because this is very hard for me, you know, something like that, instead of just ignoring it. I should have just ignored it and moved on, but I did not. I had been thinking about it, so yeah. And then he responded with, okay, I will respect that, bye forever, something like that. And I'm someone that gets freaked out by forever, and somehow we ended talking on the phone, and yeah, and the talking on the phone thing on my end was to basically say goodbye, leave it on a good note, which is not possible with him. So that was my intention. It was a very good conversation and very free, very I could be myself type of thing. He's very good at choosing when to be a good person, when to not be a good person, so keep that in mind. Manipulation. Yeah, so we talked for probably like 2-3 hours on FaceTime. I know you're rolling your eyes, I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest. We talked for a few hours, ended up being like, maybe we can be friends, maybe we can. I forgot somehow that he abused me. I forgot. I forgot. So I was like, yeah, like we can totally be friends, like why not, even though everything in my body is telling me why not. So we talked for 3 or 4 days after. We talked on FaceTime often, we texted often, and everything was good, and I felt better. Honestly, everything in my body, all the stress and everything came back, so I low-key knew that like this wasn't a good thing, but I was trying to hold on to something that shouldn't be held on to, and ignoring my gut and just like doing it anyways. So yeah, we talked on FaceTime multiple hours a night and throughout the day, and texted. We're very like codependent creatures together, so yeah, you can see how that dynamic is not good. So yeah, it got to the point where he was like, I want to fly you out here and I want to just be friends and kind of start over, and I miss you, and will you come out here? And I was like, like this probably isn't a good idea, but like I want to travel, I want to go see Florida, and I don't have to pay for anything. He said he would pay for my ticket, etc. and stuff like that. So I was like, that kind of convinced me, like, oh, like he wants to take care of me, he wants to like whatever. So fast forward a couple days, he surprises me with a plane ticket, and I was like, oh, okay. Like we had been talking about it, but it wasn't set in stone, and it wasn't, I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like he's not reliable in my opinion, so I was like, you bought me a plane ticket? Like really? So I was kind of like swept up by that and whatever. Fast forward a couple days, I got freaked the fuck out that I was about to go, and because I shouldn't be going. I should not be going, and everything in my body was telling me, like, bro, like, do you remember, knock, 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 do you remember all of these things? And I ended up telling my brother and my mom that, I'm going to Florida. And my mom was like, I just want you to be happy, I just want you to be safe, like, whatever. And my brother is the one that kind of brought me back to my senses. So Johnny, you don't watch my videos, I'm sure, but if you're watching this, I love you, thank you. He was very harsh. He was very like, what the f is wrong with you? Like, do you not remember that he threatened to kill you? Do you not remember all of these things? Do you not remember that you got a protection order? Do you not remember? And just brought all these things up that I had been trying to ignore and trying to be like, oh, like, I just over exaggerated. Like, I was in the mindset of like, it was my fault. Like, I should have been a better girlfriend. I should have, like, I'm a fixer. I was trying to fix it. And yeah, he brought me back to my senses, thank goodness. And so me and Johnny talked that night, and then the day after, I still had all those thoughts. I was pretty like upset with Johnny at first. Johnny's my brother. And I was pretty upset with him at first. And I was like, just let me be happy. Just let me do me. I don't like being told what to do. Let me do what I'm gonna do and just support me, you know? But the next day, I still had all those feelings. I still had all this doubt that I shouldn't be going. And I had still been talking. I kind of ranted to him about how Johnny was not supportive and whatever. And the next day, I brought it up again on FaceTime to my ex. I don't want to say his name. I don't know if I've said it within this, but if there's like a weird cut, it's just because I accidentally said his name, and I don't want to do that because I don't trust him and I don't know what he's gonna do. So yeah, so ended up FaceTiming with my ex the next day after my brother and I had talked. And yeah, I brought it up to him that I felt like he was a liar. I felt like he was trying to manipulate me. And I was bringing it up as feelings. I was saying like, this is how I'm feeling, and I was crying, and I was like, I'm so confused, and I don't know what's going on. That's the place that I was coming from. And he took it however he took it, and he was like, I'm tired of being manipulated by you. I'm tired of being, oh, well, you never forgive me. This is what he was saying to me. And thinking now, I'm like, of course I haven't forgiven you. Like, stuff doesn't happen that quick, you know? Like, and any sane, rational, normal person would be like, I abused this bitch. Of course she hasn't forgiven me. This is gonna take a long time, you know? And a rational person would let you get your emotions out and let you say whatever you needed to say. But my ex decides, in the middle of me crying, in the middle of me being passionate and me crying and talking like this and just being like, I don't know, and crying, and I looked emotional, which is completely fine and normal, okay? But I felt like I was in the wrong. Anyways, he literally hangs up the FaceTime call in the middle of that and goes, you know what, bye. And I'm like, and I go to look, and he's blocked me on everything again. And I don't know, I haven't talked to him. I don't, the night after, or that night, because it was like probably like 2 p.m. when I had like FaceTimed him. But that night at like 2 in the morning, he texted me and was like, I'm so tired of being manipulated by you. Like what I was saying. I'm so tired of being manipulated by you. You will never forgive me. Blah, 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 blah. It was, and then I just blocked him on that text now number. because that's not fair. And if he blocks me, like, that's not fair. You know, you can't just, like, not let me talk and not let me get my feelings out, and then you be like, actually, I blocked you, but I'm back on a different text now number, and I'm gonna give you my feelings even though I didn't want to listen to yours. You know, that's manipulative. That's like gaslighting. He is just a very manipulative person, and I know now, you know, and I really feel proud that I'm okay. And I wasn't okay for a couple days after, and I was crying hardcore because I don't like being left. And I felt like I was left, and I was like, I left this man to begin with. I let him back in, and now he's leaving me. He has the audacity to leave me, which I'm sure honestly was his plan all along, to just get control and like whatever. And I blocked him initially. I got the protection order. I broke up with him. All of this stuff was stacked up against him, and he probably wanted revenge. He wanted payback, you know, so he took the control back, whatever, and blocked me. So yeah, a couple days after, I was pretty emotional and whatever, but honestly, all in all, like, I know that's for the best for me, and I am happy that that situation happened, because now there is no way in hell I'm ever going to talk to him again. Like, since our breakup, I have wanted to talk to him. I've wanted to get closure. I've wanted to talk, but that's just not possible, you know? And it showed me that it was the right decision, because the breakup was very sudden, you know? It was very, my hair tie broke. I hope it doesn't fall out. It's like barely holding on. But the breakup was really sudden, and I had a lot of doubts about it, even though I knew in my gut that that was the right thing to do. But after, I had a lot of doubt about it. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of things going on about it. And this little week span of us talking really set it in stone for me that, like, we don't work, and I did make the right decision. And him blocking me made me feel like, okay, like, I did make the right decision, and like, I am trying my best, you know, and that is all that matters. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm pretty happy, like, being alone. I feel a lot of weight lifted off my shoulders, gonna be honest, and I feel a lot less stressed. When I talk to him, I just feel very stressed and confused, and just a lot. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I have people in my life that will call me out, even if I don't like it at first. And yeah, I'm very excited for my life and everything that I'm doing. I've been on the OnlyFans grind. I've been loving it. The reason I didn't post is because I was really emotional, and I was nervous to be emotional, because in our relationship, my relationship with my ex, I wasn't allowed to be emotional, as you can see. I wasn't allowed to show my feelings, or things like that would happen, you know, like he would shut me up in some way, whether it was in person and it was physical, and it was like, you're too emotional, let me punch a hole in the wall, let me push you, let me kick you out of the car, let me do all these awful things to you. So it was scary, because I had been talking to him, and I kind of got in that mindset again where it was like, oh, I can't have feelings because I'm around him. Like, it just comes back, you know? So I was nervous to talk to you guys, because I felt like it would be the same thing, and I felt annoying, and I felt, yeah, I just felt like it wasn't right for me to tell my feelings, even though I deep down know that that is not my problem, that's his problem, you know? But yeah, so I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be spilling my feelings out to you guys. I'm happy that you guys relate to me, and I'm just so grateful that I have this platform and that I'm able, ooh, tears coming. I'm so grateful we hit 250 subscribers, and that might not sound like a lot to you, but that's a lot to me. And we just hit 200 like 2 months ago, so that's really cool to me that I can come on here and cry and you guys are still here. Because like I said, like in my relationships with people, I used to tend to attract people that didn't like this, you know? So it feels really validating that you guys love me for crying and you love me for being vulnerable. So I just want to thank you for that, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys no matter what, even if it takes me a little bit to open up, because I know that's what you like, and I know that's what I like, and I know that's what I'm here to do, and I'm just very happy with how my life is going right now, even though on the surface it looks like there's a bunch of roadblocks, but whenever it really comes down to it, I started making money online, and that is the biggest accomplishment. Like, I have been wanting that for years and years and years and years, and I'm not having to work a job, and I'm still getting money every day, and it's as much as a job would pay me already, and it is just incredible. So and me talking about the money, that's with the OnlyFans stuff. So yeah, I'm just excited that the universe is seeing me, and you guys are seeing me, and I'm being rewarded, and I'm being shown that I'm on the right path, even though some roadblocks have been coming up, like talking to my ex. So yeah. I kind of still want to talk, but I actually hung out with someone last night, and that was really awesome. I've been needing a male to like I've been needing like physical affection from a male, I guess, and most guys just want sex, but last night I had a very nice encounter, and I sat and watched a movie and cuddled, and it was very cool, and made out and stuff like that, and we didn't fuck, you know? So that was a very cool experience and healing, and it shows me that not all guys just want sex. Even if they know I do OnlyFans, I can have a guy that isn't expecting sex from me. That was very healing. I know that was like kind of off topic, but that was like on my mind because it happened last night. But he's not my type. Like, I'm not like into him. He's just a good person, and yeah, it's just nice to have good people. It's nice to have a connection with someone and be able to cuddle and be taken care of and be won over, and it's fun to flirt. It's fun to do all this stuff, and that's something I've been missing. So I'm grateful for that experience, and I'm grateful that I'm starting to feel whole on my own, and that I don't need all of this validation from men in my life. Yeah, it's just been awesome, and I'm feeling really good. So yeah, I think that's all that's happened like super recently, but thank you guys for listening to my little update, my little therapy session. Again, thank you so much for 250 subscribers. If I talk about it again, I'm gonna cry again. So, just thank you. And I want you to know how much this means to me. And that I will not take this for granted. And I will never change. From being raw and vulnerable. And even if I fall off for a couple videos, I will come back. And you guys can keep me in check and comment and tell me, like, you're not being very real in this video. Because that helps. I need the tough love. But yeah, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to comment the little heart in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to join our little family. And I will see you in the next one. I love you.